Alright, yeah, I want to show you how you can solve 4 different questions that WAEC may ask you concerning a truncated cone. How you can answer 4 different questions that WAEC may ask you to answer in your exam concerning a truncated cone. As you can see on the screen, this is what you will be given. This is what you'll be given, and then 4 different questions will be rolled out to you that you should answer them one by one. But I'm going to make the questions, I'm going to make them 5, and I'm going to read them out to you. Though they are not written, but I will say them as you listen to me. Now, the first question is that you'll be asked to draw the given view, which is what you see here. And the second question is that if this object happens to be a solid object, if this is a solid cone, you'll be asked to draw the complete plan. That is question 2. Question 3 is that you'll be asked to draw the end elevation of this object, looking at this object in direction of arrow P, as you can see the arrow here. And the 4th question is that you'll be asked to draw the true shape of the cut surface. The true shape of the cut surface. And the 5th question that I will be adding to this is that you'll be asked to draw the surface development of the frustum of the cone. So I'm going to show you how to answer those 5 questions. But before I move on, I want to ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed, you have seen my video for the first time, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's better if you subscribe and then you hit a notification bell, so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. So subscribe, hit the notification bell, and then share this video with your friends who are technical drawing students in your school or in other school. And then make sure you like the video and make comments if there is anything that you want me to explain to you. So thank you as you watch and listen. Now let's quickly talk about what the diagram is telling us. I believe that you can see the diagram clearly now. Alright, so the diameter of this cone, the diameter of the circular base of this cone is 70 millimeters. The height is also 70 millimeters. Then the cutting plane touch this slant side. The slant side of the cone, it touched at this point 20 millimeters away from the base. So the cutting plane is cutting plane XX. And then for the surface development that we are going to do, this is the seam where the cone is formed, or where the edge or the edges of the cone are brought together and welded to form a shape like this. Alright, so let's look at what we need to do. So the first thing that you need to do here, is to draw a vertical center line. So you draw a vertical center line. Draw a vertical center line. And draw a horizontal center line. Then take your compass. So with your compass, take a measurement of 35 millimeters. That is half of the diameter given to us. 70 by 2 will give us 35. So take a measurement of 35 millimeters. So put at the point of intersection of the 2 center lines and draw a circle. Draw a circle like this. So divide the circle into 12 equal parts. As you can see here, same radius that you used to draw the circle. So just place it at the 4 points. So put it here. So make axe, you put it here, make axe. Alright, the circle has been divided into 12 equal parts, as you can see here, and I've numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 12 here. So the next thing you have to do is that move your T-square up like this and draw horizontal line. Draw horizontal line like this. So on this horizontal line, so from this point 1 here, draw a vertical line. So when it meets the horizontal line, stop it there. Then point 12 and 2, they are the same distance on the circumference of the circle. Just draw a vertical line from 12. Point 3 and 11, they are the same point on the circumference of the circle. Draw from 11. So 4 and 10, we have drawn them already. So 5 and 9, they are same point on the circumference of the circle. So draw a vertical line. When it meets the horizontal line, stop it there. 6 and 8, they are same point on the circumference of the circle. Draw from 8. Then 7, so draw a vertical line from here like this. Now the next thing that you are going to do is that the height of the cone is 70 millimeters. So take your ruler and take 70 millimeters, as you can see me doing it here. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you'll be getting notification whenever I upload a new video. The next thing we are going to do here is to join this point with the apex of the cone. So you can see me doing it like this. Okay, so join this to the apex. Then we come here also, we do the same thing. So join this to the apex. So we join this also to the apex. Then the last one is this. So we join it to the apex. Alright, so this is it. The next thing that we are going to do here is that, as you can see in the diagram, that the cutting plane touch this point, and this point from the base of the cone is 20 millimeters. So what you need to do is that come to this point here, take a measurement of 20 millimeters up, and then draw horizontal line. You have to draw the horizontal line to the slant side of the cone. So this is the point. So the cutting plane is inclined at angle 30. I want to use angle 30 degree. So this angle is what is 30 degree. I want to use angle 30 degree. So it is inclined at angle 30 degree. So I will take my set square, so bring it to this point here. So 30 degree side of my set square, and then I will draw the cutting plane. So this is the cutting plane. So this is the cutting plane. So the next thing I'm going to do here, so the part that will be visible on the object is this. So the upper part, this part is cut off now. So what we have left is this. So we need to make them thick so that it can be visible. Okay, and then so the base here, I will also make it thick, as you can see here. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I need to number each of these points. I will do that and come back. Alright, so all these points have been numbered according to what we have here. So the next thing we are going to do, okay, we have answered question A. We have answered question A. That is, we have to draw the given view. So we have done that. So the next thing that we want to do now is to answer question B, which is we have to draw the complete plan. As I said, that if this happens to be a solid cone, by the time we cut this off, we are going to see a rough surface here. So that roughness has to be shown in the plan. That's why we are asked to draw the complete plan. So how do you draw the complete plan? You take your set square. So the cutting plane touch, this is line 1, like this. So the cutting plane touch line 1 at this point here. You touch it here. Line 2 and 12, you touch it here at this point. And line 3 and 11, you touch it at this point. Line 4 and 10, you touch at this point. And then line 5 and 9, you touch it here. Line 6 and 8, you touch at this point, and line 7, you touch at this point. So what we need to do now is that we take our set square. We are going to draw a vertical line from this point, project a vertical line down here. So when it meets line 1, so you stop it there. Let me extend this horizontal over the center line. So they intersect here. So this is point 1. So this is point 1. And then for 2 and 12, so you project this line. Okay, project this line. So it meets 2 at this point, and it meets 12 at this point here. So next is 11 and 3. Okay, 11 and 3. So there is it. You come to this point and you draw a vertical line from here into the plan. So it meets 11 at this point and 3 at this point. Okay, then the next is, well, okay, let me do that of 4 and 10. So if you look at this line 4 and 10, this is just a vertical line. So it's a vertical line. So for us to get point 4 and 10 on this vertical line, what you need to do is this. Just take your T-square, bring it to this point, then draw a horizontal line from here like this. Draw a horizontal line from this point. So you touch this slant side of the cone at this point. So what you need to do is that take your compass and take the measurement of this distance. Take the measurement of this distance, then you bring it to the center here. So on this vertical line, you make an arc here, and then you make an arc here. So this is point 4. This is point 4, and this is point 10. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is that for us to get 9 and 5, so you come to this point here. Come to this point. So draw an arc. Draw a vertical line. So you touch 5 at this point, and you touch 9 at this point. So the next is you bring it for 5 and 8. So draw a vertical line. So that is 6 and 8. So you touch 6 at this point, and you touch 8 at this point. Then you bring it to point 7. So draw a vertical line. So you touch 7 at this point. So there is it. So all these points will be joined together with the use of our French curve. So I'm going to use my French curve to join them together. I believe you know how to do that. All right, so we have answered question B, which is for us to draw the complete plan. So this is the complete plan now. So the roughness of this surface when this part is removed is what is shown here. So you need to draw. So after you have joined the point together with the use of the French curve, you need to draw these lines known as arching lines. So we draw the arching lines with 45 degrees set square. The arching lines are thin continuous line, and they are parallel to each other and also equally spaced. So we have answered two questions. Now we have answered the two questions. We have answered question A, which is for us to draw the given view, and then question B, which is for us to draw the complete plan. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can learn more. All right, so the next thing that we are going to do here is that we are going to draw the end elevation in direction of arrow P as shown here. This is arrow P, so we are looking at it in this direction. So what are we going to see? So if the arrow is in this direction, that means we have to position the end elevation on the right side of the given view. So that's what that means. So what you just need to do is this. So you need to draw a horizontal line from this point here, from point 4, draw a horizontal line to the right side. So draw a horizontal line to the right side, and also from point 5 and point 3, they are on the same point on the circumference of the circle. So draw a horizontal line here. Then point 2 and 6, they are the same point on the circumference of the circle. Draw a horizontal line like this. So point 1 and 7, they are the same point on the circumference of the circle. Draw a horizontal line to the right side. Then point 8 and 12, they are the same point on the circumference of the circle. So draw a horizontal line from here. And point 9 and 11, they are the same point on the circumference of the circle. Draw a horizontal line. Point 10, it's here. So draw a horizontal line. And also you need to extend this line, this horizontal line at the base of the given view. Then you have to draw the height. So the height is this, so draw this to the right side. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is that you take your 45 degrees set square. 45 degrees set square. First of all, draw a vertical line at any distance away from the given view and the plan. Draw it like this. Then take your 45 degrees set square. So set at this point and draw an inclined line. So just look at the way I'm going to do it. So draw an inclined line. It goes like this. Okay, so the inclined line, it touch this line that comes out from 4 at this point. It touch this line from 3 and 5 at this point, from 2 and 6 at this point, from 1 and 7 at this point, from 8 and 12 at this point, from 9 and 11 at this point, and from 10 at this point. So all these, first of all, this is a center line. So draw the center line up that contains that center line contains 1 and 7. So draw a vertical center line like this. Okay, so after you have done that, so each of these line now, or this point, will be drawn vertical. When it touches this horizontal line, you stop it there. So also you draw this one. When it touches the horizontal line, you stop it there. So you come here, you draw. When it touches the horizontal line, stop it there. So, and then you come here, you draw. When it touches the horizontal line, you stop it there. So this point also, you produce it. When it touches the horizontal line, you stop it there. This one you draw. When it touches the horizontal line, you stop it there. So all these points will be joined together to the apex of the cone. So look at it. So you join this point with the apex of the cone. All right, so we have joined the points on this horizontal line to the apex of the cone. So we need to number this point. I would like to number this point. All right, these points have been numbered. This is point 4, and this is point 5 and 3 and 5. That's for this line. This line is line 4. This line is line 2, 6. This line is line 1, 7. This line is line 8, 12. And this line is line 9 and 11. This line is line 10. So next thing that you need to do here is that from this point here, we are going to draw a horizontal line to this side. From this point, we are going to draw a horizontal line to this side. From each of these points, we draw a horizontal line to the end elevation. What I mean is this, just look at me. So draw a horizontal line from here, like this. Then you come to this point, you draw a horizontal line. So you move to this point, draw a horizontal line. So you move to this point, draw a horizontal line. So you move to this point, you draw a horizontal line, and then this point, draw a horizontal line. Then you move down here, so you draw a horizontal line. Okay. All right, so those are the things that you need to do okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is to locate the respective point here. This line is not okay. All right. Okay, so if you look at this center line here, or let me come here. So this vertical line is for 1 and 7. It's for 1 and 7. So let's get 0.7. So 0.7, if I move from here, this is 0.7 here. So if I move on this horizontal line, so the horizontal line 7 and vertical line 7, they intersect here. So just put a dot here. This is point 1 here. If I move on this horizontal line 1 and vertical line 1 and 7, they intersect at this point here. All right, so next is, so let's get point 2 and 12 at the same time. Point 2 and 12, this line contains 2 and 12, so this is point 2 and 12. If I move horizontal like this to this point, move horizontal, and here we have 2, so this is 2. If I go up like this, this will be point 2, and then this is where we have 12. If I go up like this, and we have 12 here. So next, let's get point 3 and point 3 and point 11. So as we have it, this is point 3 and 11. This point contains 3 and 11. You move on this horizontal line. So you move on this horizontal line. So this is point line. This line contains 3 and 5. So I need 3 here. This is 3. Then for 11, this line contains 9 and 11. So I have what? I have 11 here. Then let's get for 4 and 10. Sorry, let's get for for 4 and 10. So I have 4 and 10. So here we have what? If I move up like this, this point contains 4 and 10. So if I move on this horizontal line, so I'm going to have 4. So this is 4. I'm going to have 4. If I go like this, I'm going to have 4 here. This is point 4. Then for 10, I'll be having it here. This is 10 here. So let's get for 5 and 9. So this point contains 5 and 9. So if I move like this, so I'm having 9. This is 9. I'll be having 9 at this point here, and then 5. I'll be having 5 here. So let's get for 6 and 8. So if I go up like this, this point contains excuse me, this point contains 6 and 8. It contains 6 and 8. If I go horizontal like this, so this point, so this is 8. So I'll be having 8 here. Then 6 will be here. So all the points have been located. So we are going to join this point together with the use of French curve. I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back and show you what I've done. All right, so this is what we are going to have as the end elevation. So this surface is rough. When we cut it here and we remove this part, we are going to see this part looking rough. As I said, that if this happens to be a solid object, so this is what we are going to see. So this is the end elevation in direction of ROP as said. So we have answered question A, B, C. Question A is for us to draw the given view. Question B is to draw the complete plan, and question C is for us to draw the end elevation in direction of ROP. Now the next question that we are going to answer now is that we should draw the true shape of the cut surface. The true shape of the cut surface. So you have to draw the true shape of the cut surface. You need to draw perpendicular lines to each of these points, perpendicular line to each of these points where the cutting plane cut this, where it touch each of these line. So we have to draw perpendicular line to each of the points. So how do you draw that? So what you need to do is this: the cutting plane is inclined at an angle 30 degrees. So for you to draw perpendicular line to each of these points, you have to make use of 60 degree side of your set square, because 30 plus 60 will give us 90. So you are going to make use of 60 degree side of your set square. So this is it. You can set it like this. So set at this point and draw the line from this point like this. So you bring it to this point. So you draw. So you bring it to this point here. You draw. So you bring it to this point. So you draw this. So bring it here. So you draw. So bring it to this point. You draw a line, and then you bring it here. You draw the line. Okay, so after you have done this, so the next thing that you need to do is that with your 30 degree side of your set square, you have to draw a parallel line to this line. So you have to make use of 30 degree side of the set square. So this is it. So you draw a line like this. Okay, now on this line, this is 0.1. So if we go up like this is already the 0.1 that we need. This is 0.1, and then this is 0.7. If I go like this, so this will be my 0.7. So this is 0.7. So we need to locate other points. So what you need to do is this, very simple. So what you need to do is this. So if you come to the plan, so here we have what? Here we have 0.2 and 0.12. Then the middle point between 2 and 12 is this. That is on this center line that contains 1 and 7. So all you need to do is to put the pinpoint of the compass in between 2 and 12. Okay, so put the pinpoint of the compass between 2 and 12. You can set it at 2, you can set it at 12. So take that distance and bring it. This point contains 2 and 12. So bring it to this point here on this line that we drew, and you make an arc here. Then you make an arc here like this. So next you put it in between 3 and 11. So this is the midpoint of 3 and 11. So take this radius with your compass. Then this point contains 3 and 11. So you move to this point here. So you make an arc here, and then you make an arc here. So then in between 10 and 4, so put it here. So and then take this distance. So take this distance like this. So put it, this point contains 10 and 11, 10 and 4. So make an arc here, and then you make an arc here. Then the next is 5 and 9. So put it in between them. Then extend it to 9, or you extend to 5, anyone that you like. So take this distance or the radius, so put it at this point, and you make an arc here. Then you make an arc here. So next is between 6 and 8. So put it here like this, and you extend to this point here. So you take this radius. This point contains 6 and 8. So put it here, and make an arc here. Make an arc here. So all these points, we are going to join them together with the use of a French curve. So I'm going to join them. So I want you to see the point. That's why I'm doing this. So don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. As I said, that you should hit a notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And don't forget to share this video with your friends who are technical drawing students in your school or other schools. So just inform them, tell them that they should also subscribe. All right, this is the true shape that we are asked to produce. So we have answered the 4 questions. So the first question is for us to draw the given view, which is what we have here. So the second question is for us to draw the complete plan, which is what we have here. So the third question is for us to draw the end elevation in direction of ROP, and then the fourth question is for us to draw the true shape of the cut surface. So that is what we have here. So the last question I'm going to answer, which will be the 5th question, is that we have to draw the surface development of the frustum of the cone. So using YY as the seam. So that means we cut it here and we open it from here. We are cutting it here and we spread it. So that is what we have left here. That is what we have left here. That's what we want to open, or that we want to produce. So what you just need to do, I'm going to use this space to draw what I want to draw now. So what you need to do is that, so just take a point on this horizontal line. Normally I'm not supposed to draw here. If you are doing it in exam, you are not supposed to draw here. So you can use a space on this side. Okay, okay, let me use it so that everything will be here. So in exam, don't do that. So just look for a space and draw it somewhere. All right, so next thing I'm going to do is that, so if this is the apex of the cone, so let's call it point O here. So you put your compass at this point, you extend to this line or point 1 prime. So just take this as a radius, then you bring it to point O here, and you draw an arc. So draw an arc like this. So draw an arc in this way. So you may not see it, but I'll bring it so that you can see this is. So this is the arc. So this is the arc. So I believe you can see it clearly. So the next thing that we are going to do is that okay, so by the time I open it, this is 0.7 here. This is 0.7. I'm going to have 7 here. I'm going to have 7 here, and I will also have 7 on the other side, because we are going to, by the time we open it, we have 7 on the right, on the left, and 7 on the right. So the next thing you are going to do is that you take this radius 1 and 2 like this, and you bring it to this point here. You are going to make 12 here. So this is 1, and this is 2, this is 3. So I'm going to make 12. All right, so after you have made the point, I'm going to number this. I'm going to number it in this way. This is 8, this is 6 and 8. So I'm going to have 6 here. Don't forget that we also have another 7 here. So this will be 8. I want to number them accordingly. It's very, very important. So this is 0.5 and 9. So I'm going to put 9 here. Then here I have 4 and 10 here. And then here I have 3 and 11. So here I have 2 and 12. Then I have 1 here. So this is how it should be numbered. So the next thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to join each of these points with point O. So it's like this. So you join this with it, and then you continue. So all the points have been connected to point O here. There's something I need to do here. I need to make this line, I need to make it thick. Okay, so I will do that and come back now. All right, so the arc should be made thick because that is the circular base of the cone. So it has to be a thick line, as we have it as a thick line here, okay, or a thick arc. So the next thing we are going to do is that take your compass. So take your compass, put it at point O here, and then you extend it to 7.7 here. So then you put it at point O here, you make an arc here like this, and then that is 0.7 on the right. So you also make an arc here on this 0.7 here. Then you take it again, bring it to point O, and you extend it to 0.8 and 6 here. So 0.8 and 6. Then you bring it to this point here. Bring it to point O, you make an arc on 6, and you make an arc on 8. So please wash it. So the next thing is for 5 and 9, take it. So bring it here, and then you make an arc on 5, make an arc on 9. So this numbering is very, very important. Number it like this so that you don't get confused. So the next is put it at O and extend it to 4 and 10 here. 4 and 10. So take this, then bring it here. So make an arc on 4 and make an arc on 10. So the next is 11, 3 and 11. So take it like this, then bring it here. So make an arc on 3 and make an arc on 11. Next is 2, 12. So extend it here. Then bring it down here. So make an arc on 2 and make an arc on 12. So the last one is 1. So from O to 1 to point 1 here. So you bring it here and make an arc here. So all these points will be joined together with the use of a French curve. So this point, this point, this point, this point, this point, this point here. There's a point, there's a point here, there's a point, there's a point, there's a point, and there's a point. So you join them together with the use of the French curve. I'll do that and come back. Alright, so this is the surface development of the frustum of the cone, which is what we have here. We cut it here and we spread it, and this is what we obtain. So this is how it should look. So we have answered the 5 questions. The first question is that we should draw the given view, which is what we have here. The second question is that we should draw the complete plan, which is what we have here. The third question is for us to draw the end elevation in the direction of ROP, and the fourth question is for us to draw the true shape of the cut surface. And last question, which is the fifth question, is for us to draw the surface development of the frustum of the cone. So this is all that may be asked. This all the first 4 questions may be given to you. So the fifth one, I added this to it. So in case you are asked to produce the surface development of the object given to you, that is a cone. So this is how it should be done. This is how it should be done. So all these are simple. What you need to do is to practice. So look for questions and practice and practice and practice, and I believe that you will definitely master it. So subscribe to my channel. As I said, if you have not subscribed, you have seen my video for the first time, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Share these videos with friends, or my videos with friends who are technical drawing students, and also hit the like button, hit the notification button, so that you can receive notification whenever I upload a new video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. God bless you.